Good morning, guys. Welcome to TMXing Adventures. Lisa here. Hey, today I'm going to show you how to make these cute little meringues using your Thermomix. They are perfect for decorating Christmas things. They're perfect as sweet treats. And there's some tips I want to give you today to make perfect meringue in your Thermomix. Now, this is not a guided recipe, so come with me and I'll teach you how to do it, but how cute it is. Say hi if you're watching on today. Remember to hit the subscribe button if you're watching the replay on YouTube. Let me know where you're watching on from, but also very importantly, share these videos. If you've got friends and family with Thermomixes or thermo cookers of some sort, share them because I want them to get the most out of it, okay? If you need my details at any point in time to ask a question, to buy a Thermomix or anything like that, TMXing Adventures, okay? It's on my shirt, but otherwise this QR code is there as well. So this is a manual recipe, and we're going to start by putting into the Thermomix a butterfly whisk. Now, if you ever lose your butterfly, it's not the end of the world, okay? Now, you do want to get a replacement, but I would say don't not make a recipe because you don't have your butterfly. It just means you got to whip longer, okay? So I have made plenty of Fruity Dreams. By the way, Fruity Dreams amazing. You need to check it out if you've never made it. Made heaps of mashed potatoes, butter, things like that that call for the butterfly. Risotto. I've never used a butterfly in risotto, okay? Not since my TM31 days. So lots of times you can get away without it. It just means whipping longer, okay? Or do not whip risotto, okay? By the way, say hi if you're watching on. All right, so I'm going to put this in the Thermomix. It goes behind the high setter blades. Now, hear me out on this, okay? Try and lock this into your memory bank. It's one of those things we don't use our butterfly often. So when you go to use it, it's like, oh, where does it go? And 50-50 chance whether you get it in the right spot or the wrong spot. The right spot means it has less movement, less chance of getting off. The wrong spot means it probably will still work. It just may dislodge if the food inside is unevenly placed, yeah? So the right spot is you find your high blades. Now, in my case today, the high blades, you can see it going this way. The other one's going across the bowl, that way, are the low blades. They go down, they do the bottom of the bowl, right? The high blades, you've got a knuckle on one side and you've got a point on the opposing side. You're looking for that set of blades. And then you're going on the blunt side, which is the back side, okay? And you put it in. That's it. Simple as that. We are adding into the bowl 6 egg whites, okay? Nice clean egg whites. All right. If you've got the yolks and you're not sure what to do with them, freeze them, okay? Or whip them up and freeze them whipped and just make sure you label the bag and say 6 egg yolks. Just trying to think a panna cotta? Yeah. Creme brulee, ice cream. There's so many things you can do with the egg yolks, yeah? Hollandaise sauce, yum. Okay, so 6 of those. Then we're adding 3/4 of a teaspoon of cream of tartar. By the way, there are guided recipes on Cookidoo you can follow for this, okay? Cream of tartar is a stabilizer, okay? It's, I'm just checking. I really do not love non-guided recipes. Egg whites, cream of tartar, so 3/4 of a teaspoon, and a pinch of salt. And we're going to, it's a really good reason I use guided recipes because otherwise I often muck it up. Anyone else? And now we're going to put on the lid and we're going to whip it for 2 minutes at 70 degrees. Now, while this is whipping for 2 minutes, I'm going to give you a bit of a rundown as to why it's really important to have a clean bowl and what that means. Speed 3. Hang on. That can't be right. Yeah, speed 3. It says without the measuring cup. We want to aerate it. So hopefully you can hear me over the top of that. It's going to change texture. It's going to change sound, okay? At the moment, it's slap, 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 slap. We're going to hear that whiz up soon. But to get the perfect meringue, there's a couple of things you need to do. One of which is have a super clean bowl that's come out of the dishwasher. You don't want a burnt bowl. You've heard me talk about it's okay to use a burnt bowl. So if you're making a cake mix and you've got a burnt bowl from strawberry jam last night, that's okay. It's not going to get in your food, right? Because it's stuck to the bottom, the blades don't scrape. But if you're making meringue, hear the texture change? It's not slapping anymore, it's smooth. If you're making meringue, clean bowl, sparkly, clean, out of a dishwasher, okay? If you don't wash with a dishwasher, you hand wash, you want to do a vinegar wash. What does that mean? You want to put 1 litre of water, a decent dash of vinegar, and put it on a kettle mode, or if you have a TM5 or 31, bring it to the boil on Varoma for 5 minutes. You want to clean that bowl and make it so that there is no fat left. If there's fat left, you're not going to get a nice meringue. Okay, if you stuff up your meringue, and that sometimes happens. I've even done it on a live video for you guys in the last couple of months. I can't remember where and what I was making, but I stuffed it up. My bowl, obviously, or my butterfly was not clean. Do not throw your egg whites out. Hear me? Do not. They are still usable. I took those egg whites, I put them aside, I cracked new ones, I started with a clean bowl and I made it, but you know what I then had? Because I cracked 6 more eggs and separated them, I then had yolks from the new ones, and I had my original whites, which make whole eggs, and I made them into zucchini slice. I could have made it into an omelette, I could have made them into cake, I could have made them into a whole lot of different things. If your egg whites do not meringue and they split, they look like a sloppy mess, please don't throw them out. They are still egg white. There's nothing wrong with them. That cream of tartar is not going to harm anything, nor is that salt. Okay, so if you happen to split your eggs this festive season making meringue, and do not throw them out. You can reuse them. The eggs are too expensive to chuck out, okay? But there you go. There's a starter. That's what we've got so far. Okay, we've started this process. Next, we're going to add sugar. No, we're going to add vanilla. My mistake. We need to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Now, I'm actually on the end of this. This is a bought one. Normally, I use my own, but I'm very mindful that I'm not going to get any out, am I? That's a bit sad. I'm actually not going to choose. Oh, I did. I was about to say, okay, if you have your homemade, which I know lots of you do, please don't add it at this point. If it has some sort of oil or fat in it, chances are it'll make your meringue split. So save it and add it after you've added the sugar at the very, very, very end. Okay, I got enough out, surprisingly, for what I need, about 1 teaspoon. Now we're going to put this back on. We're putting it on for 4 minutes, and we're going to start adding some sugar. 300 grams of sugar. I've got raw sugar, and we're just going to weigh it as it goes. I'm going to be generous though. It's like it normally says about 4 minutes. I'm going to give myself 5. Oh, actually 6 will do. 70 degrees again. Speed 3. Speed 3, yeah. Now the trick is to this is you've got to go slow enough that the sugar dissolves. Okay, so you could use icing sugar or caster. I happen to have raw and caster. So I'm going to bring up my scales, which is the reason I gave a generous amount of time. If you don't have scales that can go up, like on the TM31 model, you then want to pre-weigh 300 grams approximately, okay? Now I'm listening for it to stop grinding at me. I don't know if you can hear that, but it sounds really grainy. I'm looking for the graininess to stop. The scales are still up. There you go, it's stopped. Now I can add my next tablespoon. Okay? I want to hear the graininess stop, because otherwise it hasn't dissolved, yeah? And I just want to make sure I get my 300 in before the time runs out. Has anyone made a meringue before, or a pavlova? Did you have success? I'd love to know. I'm sure lots of you have. I have done like Black Forest pavlovas and stuff on Cookidoo other Christmas seasons. Waiting for the sound to stop. You'll find if you've got icing sugar or pasta, it's not so obvious. You just want to go like tablespoon at a time. Now you can't shortchange your sugar because it's part of the science, yeah? It just won't work. Waiting for that grindy sound to stop. Up to 100. Waiting for it again. By the way, if it stuffs up at this point in time, you're going to turn it into a cake. Okay, you're not going to waste those egg whites, but you've got a lot of sugar in it. So find something that's got sugar and egg, and use the whole yolks to put with the whole oats from your next. A lot of egg whites. Giving it plenty of time. Still got 4 minutes left because I gave it that extended time. Making sure I give it that time. Waiting for that grinding to stop. it's taking a little bit of time, the more content there is. Okay. Little note on the TM6 and the TM5, you can do this on both of those with your weigh while it mixes. If you change the speed, you'll lose your scales. I'm very tempted to bring it up a little bit faster, but I'll lose what I'm up to, and that's not a good thing for me. 200. Got 3 minutes to go, heaps of time. You can see how I'm just carefully doing it one scoop at a time. All right. Those of you watching on, what did you make over the weekend? I'd love to know. I did a lot of online demos this weekend. I had a cook along. It was lots of fun. There's lots of people. There is currently a TM5 trade up on, and I've got lots of customers I'm jumping online with so that they can get their TM6 at a discounted price and still keep their TM5. So it's a fantastic time. If you've got a TM5, it's a fantastic time to get a TM6 on the bench, and then you can decide what you want to do with your TM5. Some are gifting them away, some are keeping it. So I've got 2 Thermomixes with 2 TM6 bowls and TM5 there as well. And it's I'm selling it. So it's totally up to you. You're not giving it back. So if it's in working condition, you can sell it. If you'd like information on that, let me know. You can also go to my website and go to latest news on the front side, and you'll see that in there, that info. I've got 2 minutes to go, so I've got plenty of time. But I need a bit more sugar in a second. 30 grams more. I can hear it still grinding. Can you hear that? I don't know how well through the camera you'll hear it. Nearly done. That'll do. Perfect. Okay. At this point in time, I would say add your vanilla if you've got vanilla like this, okay? Or homemade, because it's safe now that you've got quite a bit of structure to this. Now the next step says, actually I need to wait for it to stop sounding grindy. I don't know if you can hear that through the camera. I can still hear the sand sound, the grindy sand, okay? We need that to go, but what I am going to do is just take it up a little bit faster. It'll help dissolve that last bit of grains into it. Now the next step is another cook-off step, okay? So we're going to cook this again for 3.5 minutes, 70 degrees, and then it's done. So what I might do, I'm going to show you this in a second. It stopped sounding grindy. It's smooth. I'll stop it and show you, because this is the perfect meringue. I can see it through the hole. You can kind of see it. You got a sneak peek there. Let me show you though. The perfect meringue stands up on its own. Okay, have a look at that. Can you see? Look at that. It struggles, like it's not even moving. That is the perfect meringue. That's what we want in a meringue. Okay, so that is so cool. I need to actually get a photo of that. Hang tight, guys. Where is my little tool here where I can get a photo at the same time? Let's give that a try. All right, perfect meringue. Really, really easy. Hang tight for a second, guys. I gotta get a picture. Did it work? There we go. All right, so sorry about that. Oh no, it's filming. That's a bit weird. Let's go back to this. Try one more time. Oh dear. All right, so that doesn't happen very often when you get a perfect bowl and a perfect meringue, so let me save that. All right, and then moving on. So now we need to cook it one more time, okay? Just to make sure we've got all that sugar dissolved. So what we're gonna do is it's got a 3.5 minute cook. In that time, I am gonna press pause on this video. Those of you on Facebook, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to watch the last bit, which is the piping bit on YouTube, okay? Because I'm going to load this into some piping bags. I have the awesome disposable piping bags from the mix shop, which by the way, I also have the green ones, and I love loading these into the green ones. You've seen me do that recently on cupcake icing. Okay, but I'm going to load up one of these. I'm going to put the big nozzle on it, on the black one. I'm going to slide this inside. I'm going to pipe it for you, but you'll have to come back on YouTube to see that part. So those of you on Facebook, have a fantastic day. And those of you on YouTube, as I said, I'm doing a 3.5 minute cook, 70 degrees again. Remember, we never go over speed 4 with a butterfly. I hope when you're cooking along to this video later, you have absolute success with this. But if you struggle, reach out. Please don't struggle alone, okay? So up to speed 3, no measuring cup in place, and I will see you over on YouTube to finish this recipe. See you then. Okay, welcome back YouTube. I've just flipped the lights on for you guys so that you guys can see. So let me show you. This is phenomenal. Like, look at that. That is just the most amazing meringue. So, piping meringue. It's really incredibly simple. Just my only advice is don't leave it sit here because you're going to lose the air out of it. This could actually be put into, right now, a pavlova, okay? And put in your oven at about 100 and, oh, I don't want to lead you astray. I feel like I do it low and slow. So it's like 140 overnight, but I don't trust that. Please don't. Numbers are not my strength. Google, okay? Or look at a recipe on Cookidoo and check out how long they do it. But you've just made amazing pav. You could make 2 circles, like the black florist pavs, and lay them up. You could turn this into the chocolate one where they sprinkle cocoa in at this point in time and stir it all through. There's so many things you can do with this, but I'm just going to pipe in little tiny things and cook them off, and they're going to be amazing. I'm so excited. And I'll type in what temperature I cook it at. I actually finished by dehydrating mine. That's why mine are on the dehydration rack up the back, because I find then they last ages. So look at them. Aren't they cute? Look how dirty they are. All right. Let me show you how. Excuse me eating. All right, so bag, reusable from the mix shop. Love them, okay? They come in like a pack of 100. They'll last you a very long time. They're not cut at the bottom. That's perfect. Big jar or cup, if you have like a milkshake cup or something. And then pull the edges down and push the center in, okay? I'm going to spin you around. How good does that look? Is that not impressive? Oh, I love it. Okay, spin you around. Okay, go away, little fly. Let's see. Keep you up on there. Alrighty, so see if I can get you there. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're simply going to take our mix. Look how thick this is. Oh, yum. And we're going to put it in our piping bag. Okay, look at that. Simply like that. Now you could be piping this onto like little curd things like in your tart shells, and finishing it with a blowtorch instead. There's lots of things you can do with this. So just give it a little shake down, okay? Tappity tap. It's 70 degrees. It's not hot enough to burn you, but it's warm. I'm just going to see if I can put a little bit more in there. Okay. Oh, you could just smear this all over the top of something too. Like, it doesn't have to be piped. I just want to show you how to pipe it. Okay, that'll do. Do need to be able to twist the top. So don't fill it so high you can't twist the top. So, close this up. You see me do this with the buttercream icing, right? Where we did this. Twist it. And look at that. We now have meringue ready to pipe. Okay. I have my green mix shop bag. I've had this for eternity, okay? Once you get these, they're amazing. The inside is waterproof. It's like a food safe, probably a PUL or something, whatever they call it. So it never goes moldy, which is cool. Okay, piping end, which comes with it inside to the tip, okay? I don't worry about putting the collars on it because I'll show you why. We're going to take the end of this, I'm going to cut it. Doesn't matter how big. Oh, just maybe cut it upside down so it doesn't ooze out. Okay. Now this pops inside here all the way down. And now we want to twist. Make sure you grab hold of that original bag so that nothing goes up the other way. And now we're ready to pipe. So here's my little bit of baking paper, and we're simply doing this. Oh, it's not stuck to the bench. I should have wet it and stuck it to the bench. Now you don't need much of a space between them. They don't tend to rise. These are little just straight rosettes like that. Okay, if you were doing meringues, you could actually go like nests. You could actually do a nest like that. They are going to take longer to cook in a nest. Okay, so you can do something like that where you build it up. I quite like just doing the little star kisses, but nests are fun too. You can fill them with things at Christmas time. You guys still see what I'm doing? It's just a simple thing. Don't put the tip on the actual baking paper. You suspend it above. Now, if you don't like something you've made, get a knife, slice it off, put it back in your bowl, and use it again. How good is that? So that is as simple as it is to make little things that you can then use to decorate. Now, if you've got the vacuum seal kit, let me just talk to you for 1 second. Last Christmas, I made little nests with you guys online. I think I did it online. I don't think it was a cook along. And I put them in at that stage we only had the medium-sized vacuum seals. And I stacked them in there and I sucked the air out of them. Well, 10 days later, I opened them up. Perfect. Okay, so if they are cooked and they are dry and they dry through, they will last so long like fresh in that vacuum seal because you've sucked the air out. They're not going to get the humidity. Like we have high humidity here in Queensland. You're not going to get that humidity. So it's pretty cool. It's a really good way of making things last longer. My family are about to make a whole lot of crackers for an event on the weekend. This is Monday at the moment. We're actually going to vacuum seal them all so that they are still crispy and fresh come the weekend. How cool is that? Anyway, that's it from me today. Give a go to meringue. Tell me what you think. And yeah, can't wait for you to give this a go and impress yourself and others with the Thermomix. As you do, as you feed it to other people, make sure you tell them this was made in my Thermomix. Let's get everyone around us curious because we know when they get one on the bench, it's going to totally change what they can do. And thank you for those of you who do share these videos, who jump online and continue to learn more about your Thermomix and learn more and get more out of your Thermomix. It's a pleasure to show up for you guys. I absolutely love it. And I love to know that you're just stepping up more and more into confidence with your Thermomix. Have a lovely day. I'll see you in the next video soon. Take care and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.